authoritarian leadership style, the other boys became kind of fatalistic. They started resisting the leader. They wouldn't do the work. They would challenge the leader constantly. They would become sullen and non-responsive in some cases. The laissez-faire leader, the boys had a lot of fun with that leader, but they didn't accomplish anything. They just goofed off. Well, with the Democratic leader was able to keep all the group on target, and everyone felt that they had a say in how they were going to accomplish a particular goal or task given to them. But here's the issue with it, is that they only study leadership from a one-size-fits-all perspective. Different leadership styles fit best for different situations. So I'll give you an example. Say that you're stuck in a burning building and the building's coming down around you. You're trying to get low to the ground to avoid smoke inhalation, and you have a firefighter who breaks through the door, and then they are a Democratic leader, and they say, okay everyone, we're going to take a vote. How does everyone want to get out of this burning building? Well, that probably wouldn't be the most effective way, right? What if they were laissez-faire? It's like, all right, the firefighters are here. Now everyone, freestyle. That probably wouldn't work out very well either, and a lot of people would die. So you would want the firefighter to be an authoritarian leader, to come in, throw the people who have passed out over their shoulder, say, this is how we're getting out, open that window, there's a trampoline down there, we're going to start tossing you out to get you to safety. You'd want them to take charge like that, right? Now, what if you're in a work group, though, or a study group, or you're hanging out with friends, or you are working to achieve a very specific goal in a group where you have to work together with people? Then yes, the conditions that Lippitt and White set up, democratic leadership styles do work best. That way everyone feels like they are also personally engaged in the project or in accomplishing the goal. Now, imagine that you're on vacation and you sign up for a tour group. Now, do you want your tour guide to be an authoritarian leader? I know you've paid your money to be on this guide, but if you don't show up at this time, at 5:30 in the morning, at this point, then you are not going to be able to be a part of the group at all, and I get to keep your money. Well, no, that would probably piss you off. What if they were a more democratic leadership? And say, okay, everyone in the group votes, and then majority wins, and everybody has to go and spend their vacation doing what the majority wants to do. Well, it's your vacation. Do you really want to spend your time doing what someone else wants to do? Or would you rather do what you want to do? So, in this kind of a scenario, a laissez-faire leader would be best. And say, well, we're going to meet around this time. Here's the itinerary. We're going to go. You can meet us here. You can meet us there. We'll be meeting up for lunch here. You can join us if you want. Go on and do your own thing. But you'll always know where we are, so you can join up with us anytime you want. That would probably work much better for a vacation type scenario. So you can see the leadership styles are not one size fits all, and it really depends on the context and what you're trying to accomplish and what the purpose of the group is. Next, we're going to start getting into the obedience and authority studies. Now, there's a body of obedience and authority studies that are highly important. They started coming out in the 1950s and continued through the 60s and into the 70s. And they were all oriented around asking, how could something like the Holocaust have happened? How could your average, everyday German citizen just turn their heads as their Jewish neighbors, their gay neighbors, their black neighbors, their gypsy neighbors, or just disappearing into these camps and being slaughtered and being worked to death. How could something so horrific actually happen in a modern state like Germany? Was it something about German culture? Was it something inherent to German people? Was it something about the historic moment? Or, more darkly, was it something about us as humans where we could find the answer to how something like this could happen? Now, I say more darkly because if it's something that is more human, then that means something like the Holocaust could happen anywhere, to any group, given the right conditions. And we will pick up with these studies next. Until next time.